JustGrants Grants Management Series. In this Completing a Peer Review Assessment video, we will describe how to complete and print an initial review in JustGrants. For information on other peer review assessment topics, you can view the opening an assessment case, viewing and printing applications, and completing final and change requested reviews videos. We recommend you review the viewing and printing applications video prior to this one. To complete an initial review for an assessment, open an assessment case that is in the Pending Assessment Initial Review status. On the right side of the assessment page, a menu displays a list of criteria that match the criteria outlined in the solicitation. Generally, there will be at least 5 criteria within an assessment to complete. You should review these criteria and the solicitation requirements to assist you in assessing the application. To begin your assessment, select a criterion from the menu at the right. The first criterion, Statement of Problem, will likely be the default choice. From the initial quantitative score drop-down box, select a numeric score from 0 to 10. Enter strengths and weaknesses as applicable. If the solicitation is using qualitative scores, you will only insert comments into the strength and weakness text boxes in the assessment. You must insert text comments into either the strength or weakness text box within each criterion, and you may insert text in both. Based on the score you have assigned, both strengths and weaknesses may need to be documented. If you have no strength to document, enter None Noted. If there are strengths but not weaknesses, enter the strengths and then enter None Noted in the weakness text box. Be advised that the quality of your written comments is very important. You should provide specific details about why the application did or did not satisfy the selection criteria. Feedback is critical, not only to aid DOJ in their funding decision process, but also to applicants seeking guidance on how to prepare stronger grant submissions in the future. When all criteria sections are complete, select Summary in the right menu. If qualitative ratings are being used, select one of the following ratings from the initial qualitative score drop-down box: Highly Recommended, Recommended, or Not Recommended. Insert overall strengths and/or weaknesses in the strength and weakness text boxes. Provide a few brief sentences that assess the quality of the application in its entirety and the applicant's likelihood of being successful in meeting the solicitation requirements. Do not copy and paste each of your individual criteria comments or every strength and weakness into the overall summary section. Next, select Submit Assessment in the right menu and review the scores if quantitative, and review the rating if qualitative. Review both scores and ratings if hybrid scoring is being used. Use the Back button to navigate back to a specific criterion to make edits if necessary. If you select the Submit button without completing the entire assessment, error messages will display at the top of the page. For example, if a score is missing, or if a criterion is missing text, the message will indicate that text or a score is missing. You can use the menu at the right to navigate to and complete the missing information. If you would like to print or save a copy of your assessment so that you have it for reference for discussion during the collaboration session, you must do this prior to submitting the assessment. You will not be able to print or view the assessment after you select Submit. To print or save, select the Actions button at the top right of the page. Select the Print option to view a read-only copy of the assessment. Choose the print destination from the drop-down menu in the Print dialog box that displays. Select Save if saving as a PDF, and select Print if printing. When you are ready to submit your assessment, select the Submit button. A message will appear stating that the status of the assessment is pending initial review completed. This concludes this peer review assessment video on how to complete and print an initial review in JustGrants.